Hi, my name is Josh Katzis. This is my final persuasive speech for Fundamentals of Public Speaking. In today's day and age in the movie industry, we see a lot more superhero movies coming out, both Marvel and DC. This large arrangement of superhero movies usually allows people to pinpoint and pick their favorite superhero. I'm here to tell you why Batman is the greatest superhero of all time. Batman's been around for forever. Over 50 years, in fact. He started out in just comic books, slowly graduated into TV shows. Now he's in some of the biggest blockbuster hit movies you'll see in this day and age. Some of you older folk probably remember getting up on Saturday morning, watching the caped Crusader run around Gotham in his topless Batmobile. Some of you younger guys probably have seen the last trilogy movies come out and seen the more brutal side of Batman. Either way, whatever Batman you know and remember, the same points are shown across. Batman is the most logical, tactful, intelligent, and powerful superhero of all time. Now, why is this? First of all, he's relatable. Batman's just a man. He wasn't shot with radiation beams. He's not from a different planet. And he wasn't bitten by a radioactive spider to give him all these crazy superpowers that he didn't deserve. He can die. Slipping from a building will kill Batman. While his protective armor may protect him a little bit, he can easily be harmed, permanently harmed. This changes how Batman fights. He's more careful and uses thoughtful, tactful moves in everything he does. While Superman and Hulk may fly right into battle because they're invulnerable, Batman can't do this. While he's not given superpowers, that doesn't mean he's not powerful. A lot of times when you argue if Batman is or is not the most powerful superhero, him not having superpowers is usually against you, against your argument. Batman not having superpowers does not mean he's not powerful. In Justice League Unlimited, issue 34, Tower of Babel, one of Batman's enemies takes the mind control of all of the Justice League, all of his powerful teammates. While you think Batman, just a man in a suit of armor, would have died from all of his teammates attacking him, he didn't, because he had a plan set out to exploit the weaknesses of all of his teammates if need be. Batman childhood was tragic. It was a tragic story, and it shows him overcoming it. Because of this, he's a changed man. His emotions don't weigh into his actions, and he has no loved ones that his enemies can use as a weakness. Secondly, just because Batman doesn't have any powers doesn't mean he doesn't have things in his advantage. His tactics and gadgets are some of the coolest and greatest parts about Batman. First, his tactics. Batman calculates every move he makes. He doesn't go in guns blazing. He often uses stealth and the element of surprise in his battles. He's one of the very few superheroes that does this, makes him unique, and it's a very unique fighting style. As for the gadgets, unlike Iron Man, who has just a suit that flies around, does the same things over and over again, Batman's always creating new gadgets for different terrains, different missions, and different enemies he may interact with. Batman's gadgets are so powerful that in fact he was able to defeat the Man of Steel, Superman, the invulnerable man. He did this by creating a titanium suit that was able to withstand Superman's blows long enough to distract him in battle and release a gadget that had some of the most powerful kryptonite that Batman had replicated. Batman's an honorable superhero. He has boundaries and he has rules, and they're never broken. Unlike some other superheroes, Batman has never killed someone. And lastly, while Batman's very effective in the suit, he's also very effective outside of the suit. As for his secret identity, Bruce Wayne, It's one of the coolest secret identities that can also be used in his crime fighting. If you look at all the other secret identities of the other superheroes, they're just ordinary civilians during the day. Batman plays the cocky billionaire, but this allows him to get around some of the most important and influential and wealthy people in the world, granting him power and intelligence and information that he would need as Batman. Batman, while you often see him working alone, has done much more. He's created a Bat team consisting of multiple Robins, which have gone on to be other superheroes such as Nightwing and Red Mask, but I digress. He's also in charge of the Justice League, which is really cool if you think about it. Batman is just a man in a suit, yet he's in charge of all these superheroes that have powers. He's the only one that doesn't, and they still put him in charge. So Batman's not just a cloth MMA fighter. He's not just a trained assassin. His use of gadgets, careful planning, insane intelligence, and his useful set of skills that he picked up from an organization of secret assassins make him the best superhero of all time.